Yo, what is going on, X Community? Exo Stomp here. And today, people, we're going to be talking about our team for the Forge Season 13 and possibly other things. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, we are back. Am I going to have, a live commentary and stuff for all the games? I'm going to try, but no promises. As a lot of people know, I do have this new job since the last time that season 12 happened, so I'm going to be trying to at least do these videos for the power rankings and pick'ems. We'll see. Power rankings might just be for Mega Aggron, like I posted about, but pick'ems, again, I don't know. It might just be the Discord ones. Guys, there's 120 people, which means, I mean, it's gonna take a long time. Like, we might have to break it up into a few days, and even with that, I don't know how much time I got. So, no promises there, but let's go over our team, shall we? So we had pick 2 overall. And the first pick wasn't anything that we were even looking at, if I remember correctly, so we had a lot of choices. I was initially thinking about a certain, I won't say it because maybe I'll grab it next season, who knows, but I was looking at another plan, and then we got pick 2, so I had more choices than I thought. And ultimately, Gardevoir is able to Terra. So, yeah, we went with Gardevoir. Gardevoir with Terra is extremely good. You probably get a rerunning Trace 99% of the time. And, yeah, it's super good. Scarf is really good on it. I've used Specs. And with the Terra, by the way, we only have one Terra. I'll just say that now, but with the Terra, you can only choose a Stab and 2 other types. Now, again, most of the time we're going to be clicking Fairy and Moonblast, right? Where's Moonblast? So we're mainly going to be clicking that, but we do have the other types in Ground. Ground is extremely good on Gardevoir because Fairy Ground coverage is amazing. Plus, well, actually, that's the main thing. Fairy Ground coverage is amazing. Ground will be able to hit the Steels, Poisons. Well, I mean, we're Psychic, but let's just say Steels and Fire types that will more or less just come in against Moonblast. So yeah, Ground, really good. And then for a third type, I was thinking maybe Fire or, something else, but ultimately I decided on Ghost. Now, Burger brought up Ghost. Ghost is actually a pretty good type here because Gardevoir would be able to spam Shadow Ball, and since there's not a lot of good Ghost types in low tier, spamming Shadow Ball could be really good. Ghost in general in low tier, I feel like it's just really strong. So, yeah, gonna be strong, gonna be fun, and yeah, I've used Gardevoir before in low tier, but it was a while ago. I think a while ago, maybe not a while ago, but I definitely have used it before, and I'm happy to use it with Terra because it seems really good. All right, for our next pick, we wanted to kind of help out with the speed tiers because as you guys may know, in low tier, it's a struggle to find fast mons. And this mon was actually one that I was looking at originally, which is kind of interesting because I didn't necessarily want to grab it right away. But guys, keep in mind, it went, pick 2 was Gardevoir, and then went all the way down, all the way back up. So I'm happy that this Pokemon came, and that is Talonflame. Now, again, I was looking at this mon even before the season started, thinking about how I could use it, and believe Burger brought it up. Like Talonflame, super fast. You want to get speed early because you won't be able to get speed later on because a lot of lower speed mons just aren't threatening or aren't good. So Talonflame, super good. It can defog. It's not the main reason why it's here, but it's a really good defensive mon. It's got bulk up and roost. It's got U-turn. U-turn seems really good here. It's got temper flame, so it doesn't need to lose its Gale Wings when it uses a fire physical move, which is really cool, right? Yeah. It could go acro as well. You know, it's actually a really solid mon. Swords Dance. It's really good. It's really threatening, physical wise. Special, it's not bad either. Like it could overheat. It can. That's the main thing. I guess overheat and hurricane and stuff. It's really strong, in that sense. But the main reason I picked it was like, speed wise, it's absurd, and it's a pretty good combo with Gardevoir because we can U-turn out. It's a fast U-turner, which is nice, and it's just strong. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on. The next pick we picked was Cobalion. I've used Cobalion before, but I haven't used it in low tier, I think. I just kind of roast it every time someone picks it because it's a steel type that doesn't resist fairy, doesn't resist psychic. It's a weird steel, not gonna lie. But its stats tell a different story. It's really strong. It's fast. It's defensive. It could Swords Dance and be extremely, like, it can hurt, man. It can be special as well, as you see. Both attack and special attack are good, so it could Calm Mind or Swords Dance or Iron Defense with Body Press, or it could Sacred Sword. You know, it could Rocks. It could. It has so much. It has so much, dude. It's crazy, and yeah. Again, at first I was like, I really don't know if I want Cobalion, but everyone was gassing it up in my front office, so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll take it. And now here's where it gets interesting, because the rest of the mons I didn't draft. I switched up in Grace. So I'm gonna start off with the mon that I particularly wanted to talk about and pick, and that's gonna be Lapras. Alright, so Lapras, listen, okay, Lapras is really strong. 130 HP, and then the rest of its stats are around the like 90 mark, 80 mark, around those marks. You know, that's not bad. It's pretty tanky, pretty strong. Its speed isn't amazing, but it's not really there for speed. It could Dragon Dance, you know, potentially. But hey, it's got some new moves with like Alluring Voice and Psychic Noise, which, you know, if I want to use them, that would be cool. It's got Freeze Dry, which is one of my favorite moves in the game. And yeah, man, it just has so much. It's actually really cool. And I really wanted to use it. There was a few mons on my list of like what I wanted to use in this you know, draft, and this was definitely one that was up there. Usually what I try to do is I try to pick one mon at least that Burger says isn't amazing, and then I try to change his mind on it. Now, I don't know if Burger thinks Lapras is bad, but I'm gonna show him it's amazing. All right, man, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I'm hyped to use it. It seems like a really fun mon, and it got back a lot of fun toys like Whirlpool Perish Song. It's got Water Absorb, so you know, that could be good. It's got Shell Armor, so it can be crit if I want to do something like that. It's cool. I actually cannot wait to use Lapras. So yeah, anyways, let's move on. The next mon I want to talk about is let's go with probably the best mono ground mon in low tier, and that's gonna be Donphan. So, Donphan, everyone knows about Donphan. I don't really have to talk much about Donphan. Every time you see someone pick Donphan, you know it's coming to 95% of games, right? I mean, it's got... all it really needs is Earthquake, but it also has Knock. It's got Spin and Rocks. It's got Ice Spinner, Ice Shard. It's got Counter, I guess. Sure. It's got so much. Its move pool is insane. Okay, we're back. I didn't have it in box form. So anyways, we have the next mon, which is going to be... yeah, we're gonna do this mon. So, we got Decidueye. So, I was pretty set on grabbing Brambleghast. I really wanted to use it. It's got Strength Sap. Again, another one of my favorite moves. Strength Sap and Freeze Dry are just probably my top two. But, Decidueye comes with a lot more. So, it does have pretty much everything that Brambleghast has, except for that Strength Sap. It's more threatening offensively. It's got Pivot, which is the biggest thing here. For a Ghost Grass to have Pivot, it's solid. It actually... did it have Low Kick before? I don't even know, but it has Low Kick now. Honestly, like, it's not bad. It's got Priority. So, I think overall, Decidueye just felt like the better pick, and it was only 1 point more. So yeah, I was like, you know what, that's okay. I'll skip out on Bramble for now, and you know, maybe use it later on. We'll see. But for now, I think Decidueye was a better pick. Just having Pivot on this team in general. Right now, I mean, stuff like Donphan, Overqwil, and Lapras don't have Pivot, so I needed to make that up by grabbing Grass Ghost with Pivot. Decidueye was perfect there. Alright. So the next mon I want to talk about is Rotom-Fan. Listen, alright. For the last 2 seasons, I'm pretty sure the last 2, we grabbed Kilowattrel, right? A flying electric. We had to bring it back with another flying electric, okay? So we got Rotom-Fan. The Rotom forms got back Pain Split. So now the only thing they're missing that they used to have, or at least the biggest one, is Defog. If Rotom-Fan had Defog, I would be a lot more like, this is great. This is a great mon to grab. It doesn't. So I'm not like 100% on board with Rotom-Fan, but it still is a solid mon overall. Again, I got Pain Split back. Volt Switch is nice. It could spam Discharge, which could be good. It just kind of, it fit what we needed. So we grabbed Rotom-Fan, right? Now, the next thing that I was kind of figuring out is that we're a little weak to Ghost Spam, even though there's not like many Ghost types that were taken. Besides Overqwil, we are kind of weak to Ghost Spam. So we had 4 points left, and I've been kind of gassing up this normal type too, but no one's been hearing it. And then Burger said, "Yo, grab this Pokemon," and then I'm like, "Yo, if you're on board with this Pokemon too, then I'm not crazy." So we're doing it. Greedent. Now, Greedent, amazing HP, solid defenses and attack stat, and look at its attacks. I mean, can you get any more attacks? It's got Knock, which is cool. I think that might be new for it. I don't remember it having Knock before. Body Press, you know, you've got the Super Fang. You could SD on like fat things and just destroy them. Like, this is good. This is a good mon. A solid normal type. If I had a choice, like if there was a Kangaskhan still in the game and it was Kangaskhan versus Greedent, I would probably grab Kangaskhan, you know. But hey, Greedent is still really solid mon overall. We could be using berries, which could be fun. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is exciting. These 9 mons that I have on this team, I think fit really well with each other. There is there's a few weaknesses that I have. I won't say that there isn't any weaknesses. I never make a perfect team. Speaking of, this wasn't just me. I was kind of stuck for a little bit. After the first 3 mons, I started to grab a few mons that I wanted to use, and then realized that I can't fit everything that I want to fit. So I had help in my front office voice chat from Trancel and Burger, so shout outs to them. I also had some help from it wasn't voice chat, but I had help from Solo, and yeah, I think overall the team came out really well, and I cannot wait to use this for week 1. Week 1 actually just started, so we are versing Crossbow for week 1. I didn't even look at the matchup yet, so I can't even tell you if it looks good or bad, but I'm happy, and yeah, I cannot wait to start this season. So yeah, guys, I will see you guys next time. Peace.